Ever feel that little ping of anxiety when you get a Venmo request from someone you don't quite recognize? Or maybe you've heard a story about a friend getting burned by a sneaky online transaction. You're not alone. In today's digital age, where sending money is as easy as tapping a few buttons, unfortunately, so is getting scammed. Venmo, with its user-friendly interface and social feed, has become a ubiquitous part of our financial lives. We use it to split dinner bills, chip in for gifts, and even pay for goods and services. But this convenience comes with a caveat: it's also become a fertile ground for fraudsters looking to exploit unsuspecting users. Think about it. How often do you double-check the recipient's username or profile picture before hitting pay? In the rush of daily life, it's easy to let our guard down. And that's exactly what scammers are counting on. They're becoming increasingly sophisticated in their tactics, preying on our trust and the speed of digital transactions. The consequences of falling victim to a Venmo scam can range from losing a few dollars to hundreds, even thousands. Beyond the financial hit, there's the frustration, the feeling of being violated, and the time spent trying to recover your funds, often with little success. So, how do you navigate the convenience of Venmo without falling into these traps? How do you protect yourself and your hard-earned money in this digital landscape? That's precisely what we're going to dive into today. We'll explore the common types of Venmo scams, arm you with practical strategies, and empower you to use the platform safely and confidently. Consider this your essential guide to becoming a Venmo scam-savvy user. Let's get started. One of the most prevalent scams on Venmo involves impersonation. Scammers create fake profiles that closely resemble legitimate businesses, charities, or even people you know. They might use similar usernames, profile pictures, and even send messages that seem authentic. Imagine receiving a request from your local pizzeria for a delivery fee you don't remember owing. Or a message from a friend urgently asking for a small amount of money to cover an unexpected expense. These are classic examples of impersonation scams. How to spot them? Verify the source. Always double-check the sender's username and profile picture. If something looks even slightly off, be suspicious. Don't hesitate to reach out to the actual business or friend through a separate, verified channel, like a phone call or a direct message on a different platform, to confirm the request. Be wary of urgent requests. Scammers often try to create a sense of urgency to pressure you into acting quickly without thinking. Take a deep breath and resist the urge to send money immediately. Look for inconsistencies. Pay attention to the language used in the request. Are there any grammatical errors or unusual phrasing? Does the request seem out of character for the person or business it's supposedly coming from? Another common tactic is the overpayment scam. This often happens when you're selling goods online and the buyer sends you more money than the agreed-upon price. They'll then ask you to refund the difference. However, the initial payment they sent might be fraudulent, and when it's eventually reversed by the bank, you'll be out the refunded amount and the item you sold. How to avoid it? Only accept the agreed-upon amount. Never refund any overpayment before the initial payment has fully cleared in your account and you've confirmed its legitimacy with your bank. Be cautious of buyers with new or unverified accounts. While not all new users are scammers, it's wise to exercise extra caution when dealing with them. Insist on using secure payment methods. If possible, stick to payment methods that offer buyer and seller protection. Then there's the fake giveaway or prize scam. You might receive a message claiming you've won a significant amount of money or a valuable prize, but to claim it, you need to send a small processing fee via Venmo. Of course, there's no prize, and your money will simply disappear into the scammer's pocket. Red flags to watch out for. Unsolicited notifications. Be extremely wary of messages about winning contests you never entered. Requests for upfront fees. Legitimate giveaways and contests will never ask you to pay a fee to claim your winnings. Too good to be true offers. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. The purchase protection scam is another one to be aware of. Scammers might try to convince you to pay for goods or services through Venmo, promising buyer protection. However, Venmo is primarily designed for payments between friends and family and generally doesn't offer the same level of buyer protection as platforms specifically built for e-commerce. If something goes wrong with the transaction, you'll likely have little recourse. Protect yourself. Use appropriate platforms for transactions. For buying and selling goods or services, stick to platforms that offer robust buyer and seller protection. Understand Venmo's limitations. Be aware that Venmo's primary purpose is peer-to-peer payments, and its protection for commercial transactions is limited. Beyond these specific types of scams, there are some general best practices you should always follow to enhance your Venmo security. Strengthen your account security. Enable two-factor authentication. This adds an extra layer of security by requiring a verification code, usually sent to your phone, in addition to your password when you log in from a new device. Use a strong, unique password. Avoid using easily guessable passwords or reusing passwords across multiple accounts. Keep your email and phone number updated. This ensures you can be contacted if there's any suspicious activity on your account. Review your linked accounts and devices regularly. Make sure only your authorized bank accounts and devices are connected to your Venmo account. Be mindful of your activity and privacy settings. Adjust your privacy settings. Consider making your transactions private so they don't appear in the public feed. While this doesn't directly prevent scams, it reduces the information available to potential fraudsters. Be cautious about connecting with strangers on Venmo. Treat it like any other social media platform. Be selective about who you connect with. Monitor your transaction history regularly. Keep an eye on your recent activity and report any unauthorized transactions immediately. Practice safe transaction habits. Only send money to people you know and trust. This is the golden rule of using Venmo safely. Double-check recipient details before sending money. Always verify the username, profile picture, and even consider confirming with the recipient through another communication channel. Be clear in your payment descriptions. While not a security measure in itself, clear descriptions can help you remember transactions and identify any discrepancies later. However, avoid including sensitive information in your descriptions. If you're unsure, don't send the money. It's always better to err on the side of caution. If something feels off, it probably is. What to do if you suspect a scam? Do not send any money. If you receive a suspicious request, the first and most crucial step is to not send any funds. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.